Oh my goodness, Hoyoverse always have to release like back-to-back waifus, especially when like people are in their mind, I want to pull Miyabi, and then now you have like back-to-back Song of Lyra, Stars of Lyra characters back-to-back, and they had to do this on the last day of Lyta's patch as well. Her design looks amazing. She's a fire attack character. And why is Lyta significant in all of this? Because one of the biggest things about Lyta that we have been saying for the longest time is he needs a fire attack DPS, a limited fire attack DPS to pop off, and bam, Hoyoverse decides to slam it to us on the last day of his banner. But let's talk about it in this video. I want to share with you guys my thoughts as well. Is there a need to FOMO? Is there really a necessary to pull him immediately? But overall, I really like her design. I think out of the two new characters, I really like her design a lot more. She reminds me of like a mix of Jin and Durando from Honkai Impact and Genshin Impact. So that's pretty cool. But let's get into the rest of the video. Do you actually need Lyta in your account? Do you need to pull him right away? To be honest, I don't really think so. He is a really nice pickup, but I don't think that if you already have plans that you want Miyabi, you already want like another character, and you really want Evelyn, you don't really need Lyta. You can actually make do with like characters, for example, playing with Lucy in the second slot together with her, and maybe in the last slot just slap in like a collator in temporary meantime, or perhaps even run like characters, for example, like Caesar, in the last slot as well. I think it's all really fine. Lyta will be a really nice upgrade in future once you have like saved enough resources. Get all the characters that you like first, and then technically I assume that most people who are pulling for Evelyn, pulling for Miyabi are like, they don't exactly love Lyta. Maybe you only like it for like meta rather than like a husbando lover. If you're a husbando lover, you don't care about Evelyn at all, most likely anyways. But yeah, that's just my honest thoughts. Lyta, later rerun, you can consider after you played her basic teams. And any character that needs a limited character to perform is not a character worth your consideration. It's like pay to win. It's like very expensive. I don't think it's really valuable. So don't worry about it. Come back later on. I think it's really good. Other characters that I'm thinking of, other than of course like straightforward, Lucy as the support, fire, really nice. Caesar is like generalistic. Collator is definitely a top one for me because it's a fire stun as well. But otherwise, other units like Ting Yi also decent. Of course, Lyta is really good if you have her, have him as well. But so far, I think that's the main team compositions that I have for Evelyn. Now, let's go into other things that are interesting as well. What gear is worth farming? And actually, we have pretty decent gear for attack characters. So unlike like Miyabi and all the hoo-ha on how Anomaly is lacking good gear, right? For attack units, we have a lot of options to choose from. And probably I would say like her signature is not as important because you can find so many other crits elsewhere. For example, if you have any other limited already, you already get nice crit. If you have Steel Cushion, the standard one, you already get some crit here and there. Brimstone gives you a lot of attack, so it's a massive attack stat stick. Cannon Rotor is like a $10 battle pass one. It is a lot of money, but for some people, if you are considering picking it up, you can afford it. Cannon Rotor is like super generalist. It can be used on most DPSs in the game. Even if you can't, Starlight Engine is so universal because of the amount of attack it provides. You can get this free to play. You can go all the way up. The Hoyoverse might run like a super crazy thing, like let her scale with like HP defense instead. That would be quite interesting to see. But attack percentage. Overall, I'm quite hyped with the character. I'm really interested. I'm definitely going to pull for her, for sure. And of course, let's talk about some gear. What am I going to pre-farm? And out of all of the characters in the game, like watching Lyta run all the way here, the fire characters have actually the best sets in the game so far. The reason for that is because there exists this gear, which is Infernal Metal. This is massive. You have a 10% fire damage bonus that all of them have, and at the same time, you have upon hitting a burning enemy, you have a 28% crit rate. 28% crit rate for burning. Running mono fire is super efficient, and then you slap on a Woodpecker Electro, you pretty much have 36% crit rate just coming from the substat, the set bonuses alone. 36% plus every character has a base of 5, giving you a passive like 41% crit rate. You slap on a main stat, crit rate, you're pretty much like at 60%, really good to go already on every single fire character. So fire characters are super efficient, and that's one of the things. Hopefully she scales off with attack and crit as normal. In that case, I likely will go for attack percentage in possible main stats for 6, for 5 fire damage bonus, and last but not least, I will likely go for crit damage for slot number 4, just because if you're running a 4-piece fire set, you have a lot of efficiency. Generally, they don't release, I don't think they will release another new set so quickly. They generally like to release one, skip one, release one. And if Miyabi patch 1.4 is already having one, probably they're going to skip 1.5, a new set, and then they will go 1.6, a new set might come out. So it's pretty safe to say that I'm quite comfortable farming for a 4-piece Inferno Metal, and then I'll pick up a 2-piece Woodpecker Electro, and I'm good to go. For any of you who don't want to do this route, there are a few other options as well. There are, I know of course, pen lovers, people that really like pen ratio as well. You can consider slapping in a pen ratio instead of a Woodpecker Electro, since you already have a lot of crit coming from the 4-piece Inferno Metal over here. 20% is really massive, It's very strong. So you can go a 4-piece Inferno Metal together with a 2-piece Puff pen ratio as well. And then perhaps if you are really a pen lover, you can go for a pen ratio for a 5th slot. And that's a few builds that you can go for. Super generalistic, and that is why I think Evelyn you can even pre-farm right now, so you can get super godly gear. Fire is definitely going to come in the meta, and that by definition is anyone who has Soldier 11 is going to really benefit from this. If you have Soldier 11, you play Fire already, you want to quote unquote upgrade to a limited character, not upgrade character but limited, standard to limited, I think Evelyn is going to bring in a Fire meta. Soldier 11 in return also stonks will rise, lighter stonks will rise and stuff like that. If you don't have Soldier 11, you don't have any fire, you do want to get some access to the element because you know that it's coming. Ice and fire likely is going to be relevant for the next few moments, and maybe Aether as well. There's some thoughts. But let's talk about Bangboos as well. Some of you have requested that you also want to know what Bangboos to actually farm and prepare for in advance. So I'm here for you guys as well. I think that anything that does fire anomaly is going to help a lot because she's mainly going to be playing in a lot of fire teams. So Rocket Boo, of course, S rank is quite decent. You can build up fire anomaly to help you trigger as much burning as you can so you can get the 4-piece uptime. If you realize on the channel, I hardly talk about anomaly Bangboos a lot. I highly really recommend it. But fire is one of those that I really like because of the 4-piece set. You want to get the burning uptime as much as you can so that you can keep procking a lot of the burns to get your crit rate up. And this is an example of a good one, Rocket Boo, that we currently have in the game. Of course, we don't have the Lyra, Stars of Lyra faction Bangboo yet, so we don't exactly know what it does. If that gives us a lot of anomaly build-up and continuously proccing fire, that is something that I'll be very interested in as well. Otherwise, there's also an A rank one that also gives fire, if I can recall which one. Was it the Devil Boo? Okay, one of them gives fire, I think. Was it this one? Okay, one of them, I can't exactly remember. But this is the Rocket Boo, at least the one that I remember, anomaly. Other than that, of course, the same stuff applies. General ones like Butler Boo giving you energy is going to be tons of help. And yeah, if you found this video helpful, we're going to definitely be doing more content on Evelyn when she comes out. I really like her design and hope this long-term video helps you plan properly and prepare in advance. But once we get more information, I'll be sharing with you guys as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye-bye now.